Okay, today we're going to talk about conferences. So you'll need to be in your specific course, and then you're going to click on conferences. So first we're going to talk about what we can use conferences to do. So you can use conferences to connect with your students for online office hours or special study sessions designed to help them prepare. You can connect with your colleagues for professional development webinars. You can practice presenting online. Students can set up practice presentations in their student groups. You can invite special guests to your class by adding them as a student or observer to your course. You can broadcast a live event or lecture to students that can't be on site. And you can record your conferences so students can view them on a later date. But do know that they are automatically deleted 14 days after the conference ends. So on the conference index page, you'll see new conferences and concluded conferences. Students can only view conferences to which they have been invited to. So if you have conferences with multiple people, they can only view the ones that they've been invited to. Conferences are either ready to start or in progress, where invited participants can join, and students cannot join a conference until you have started it. Once a conference has ended, it's displayed in the concluded conferences. Concluded conferences show the date of the conference. For recorded conferences, Canvas displays the length of the conference. The length of the conference is indicated in hours and then minutes. The view button will not appear until the conference has been rendered for playback. Depending on the length of your conference, this process may take several hours. And don't forget that they are deleted after 14 hours. Okay, currently conference uses a system called Big Blue Button to do their conferences, so you can have up to 50 people at one time in your conference. To create a conference, you just click on this conference button, name it, so you could do review for Unit 2 test, whatever you want it to be, about how long it's going to be, whether or not you're going to record it, and set whether or not there's going to be a time limit. So if you want students to only have 5 minutes to present, and you can change the duration to 5 minutes, or you can click no time limit, and then it'll just keep running until it's done. Then you can put a description. Then you can invite all course members, or you can select specific people that you want to have a conference with, and then you can click update. Okay, so in order to delete a conference, once you have a conference, you can click on the little gear button, just like everything else, and click the delete button, and it'll ask you if you want to delete the conference, and you can say okay. To edit a conference, you'll do the same thing. You'll click on the little gear tab, and you'll click edit, and you can change the duration, the time limit, the course members, the name, whatever it is that you want to change. To record the conference again, when you go through that setup, you can click record. As a moderator, you have improved functionality and control for recording conferences. Instead of starting the recording immediately after the first user has joined, conferences include a start-stop button so you can control the length of the recording. After the conference has concluded, the recorded segments will be published as one recording. So if you have one student and then you're waiting for another student to log on, it doesn't have to start right away. You can pause and start and restart any pauses that you have, and then it'll be all one file. So you can pause it, wait for a student to get whatever it is that they need, and then restart it when they're ready, and then you can press play again, and then it'll be done all as one conference. Recorded conferences cannot be downloaded though, so if you want alternative storage and download options, you can contact Big Blue Button to set up a hosting account to be able to edit those. Okay, when you click the start button for the conference, you can view the record notifications if you are recording. It says record notifications. You can record this meeting. You must click the start stop recording button in the title bar to begin and end recording. After joining the conference and setting up your microphone, you'll see a reminder notifying you that you can record this meeting. To start recording, you're going to click on the record button. So when you are in your conference, the far right button, it is a little circle with a red dot in the middle, is the recording button. A prompt will appear confirming that the record will start. You'll click yes to begin recording. The record button will display a red dot and a green check mark to indicate that the conference is being recorded. Also, a recording notification will appear in the title bar. To stop recording, click the record button again. The record button will display a black dot and no check mark to indicate the conference is no longer being recorded. So recording is really good if you're going to do online presentations, or if it's a review that you want students to be able to go back and look at again, then you can do that as well. The view button will not appear until the conference has been rendered for playback, so it may take several hours depending on how long your conference is. Okay, in order to start a conference, once you have your conference all scheduled and you have all of that set up in your conferences, you're going to click the Start button, and it says, how do you want to join the audio, either microphone or listen only. Before joining a conference, you'll be asked how you want to join the conference. Listen only allows you to quickly join the conversation as a listener only and requires no microphone check. You'll be able to change your audio preference once you've joined the conversation. Also, you'll need to make sure that you have your Chrome or Firefox set up to be able to do the microphone. So you'll want to click Allow when it asks you that it wants to use your microphone, or you should see in the top right or left, depending on if you're using Firefox or Chrome, a little microphone looking button to change those settings. And if you have any issues, you can Google easily how to set it up with Firefox or with Google Chrome. You can also lock viewers, so as a moderator, you have the ability to restrict viewers from having either a webcam feature, a microphone feature, a public chat, or a private chat feature. This functionality helps moderators control the environment, such as locking private chat to prevent students from collaborating during a test. So you can change all of those options on for yourself. At the bottom of the viewing window, you have several options for your presentation. So as you're going through, you can add files to your presentation by clicking the upload icon. It's the first icon on the left. So maybe if you want to go through a review presentation with them, you can do that there. If you want to show your screen, you can do that. To gather feedback during your presentation, you can click the poll icon number 2. To advance or back up your presentation, you click the arrow keys. The number between the keys indicates the number of slides in your presentation. To increase the viewing size of your presentation, use your mouse to drag the triangle along the percentage scale. To make your presentation fit the entire page when you're viewing the window, click Fit to Page icon, which is the second to the left icon. And to show the whiteboard tools, hover over your mouse over the various annotation icons. So this makes it really easy during your presentation to be able to interact with students. So if this is an online class that you're presenting live, then you can use those functions as well. The chat window contains a welcome message for the conference and contains all chat messages throughout the conversations. You can chat with all participants in a conference by typing in the chat window. To start a private chat with another participant, you can click on the Options button. You can also choose the layout, so if you want to be default layout, or if you want it to be video chat or webcam meeting or presentation meeting or lecture assistant or lecture, you can change that as well. And you can resize the conference window.